At the top of the hour, the live images coming from Washington, D.C. as survivors of Jeffrey Epstein's abuse are rallying today as part of a push for the full release of the Epstein files.
All right, so a woman from Queens is sharing her story publicly for the very first time, and she's one of the brave women who stepped forward and helped put Epstein behind bars.
Yeah, she hopes speaking out is going to inspire other survivors to do the same. She sat down with ABC's Linsey Davis.
Charlene, Pedro, Sam, good morning to you all. Her statements to the FBI are credited with helping to put Jeffrey Epstein behind bars. Marina Lacerda details years of abuse at the hands of Epstein, starting right after she turned 14. Now 37 years old, she talks about her ongoing trauma still decades later and why she is imploring lawmakers to make all the Epstein files public.
Until now, Marina Lacerda was known publicly only as minor victim number 1 in 2019 court documents. But now she's speaking out for the first time about her experience at the hands of Jeffrey Epstein. Her cooperation with the FBI was key to putting the sex offender behind bars. She says she was just 14 years old and living in a broken home in New York City when a friend brought her to meet Epstein to give him a massage.
I think with Jeffrey Epstein, it starts somewhere, but then it ends with either you having sex with him, whether you like it or not.
She became a part of a network of young girls in Astoria, Queens, recruited to be with Epstein, similar to what prosecutors say he did in Palm Beach, Florida.
When he has somebody new in his life, he likes to see them a lot. So I went there a whole bunch of times, and, you know, it led to, unfortunately, he forced me to have sex with him, basically.
Lacerda says she was paid thousands of dollars and that as a young immigrant from Brazil, she says she believed being associated with a financier could lead to better opportunities.
It never happened, obviously, you know, because it came to a point when I was, I'd say 16 and a half or 17. He didn't want me anymore. He was just like, you're too old.
Epstein was arrested in 2019 and charged with conspiracy and child sex trafficking, but died by suicide a month later while in custody awaiting trial. In 2008, during the FBI's first investigation of Epstein, agents arrived at her door.
I was living with, you know, roommates that were like around my age, 17, 18 at the time. And I was like, well, I have to call Jeffrey. What am I going to do?
Lacerda says that she called Epstein, who hired an attorney for her, and she never heard anything further about the case. It was in 2019 that the FBI spoke to Lacerda again, and this time her statements to the FBI helped them build a case against Epstein.
Do you feel some relief, some pride that there was this direct line in ultimately him getting arrested?
I would have felt much better today speaking if I was able to speak in 2008. If they would have gave me the chance to speak, these women would not have been through this.
As the political debate over the release of more files related to Epstein rages on Capitol Hill, Lacerda is hoping transparency can help her remember the details she's forgotten and finally begin to recover from the trauma.
What would you like Congress to do?
I would like for them to give all the victims transparency to what happened and release these files. It's also not only for the victims, but for the American people.
Speaker Johnson says the GOP is committed to transparency, which, as you heard there, is exactly what Lacerda says that she wants. We'll have more of her story tonight on ABC News Live Prime at 7 p.m. Eastern. In Washington, D.C., I'm Linsey Davis, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.